We've been celebrating some of the toughest, smartest, and greatest sleuths ever seen in film or on television. Now the countdown concludes with number 1. America's top sleuth is Thomas Magnum from the 1980s hit TV series Magnum P.I. Only please, don't call him that.
You are a private eye, aren't you?
Well, I prefer private investigator.
I really think that this was one of the ultimate perfect television shows, beyond being probably, in my opinion, the best sleuth show ever.
A ton of people feel that Magnum P.I. never jumped the shark. People love that show.
What's not to love about a show set in a tropical paradise with fast cars, bikini-clad women, and one handsome hunk of a leading man?
Magnum was the best because, first of all, Tom Selleck was like the sexiest thing that had ever hit the planet.
You can still look at this big 6-foot guy, curly-head, dark-haired hunk of a man and go, yeah, I'll take a piece of that.
I don't know if it was his mustache, what it was.
I understand that you really don't like to be called a sex symbol. Why is that?
No, I don't mind it. I just don't know quite how to react to it. What do you say? Thank you, I know. Or I mean, it's a very funny position to be put in. So I usually hem and haw.
Part of Magnum's appeal is that laid-back style, the Detroit Tigers baseball cap, undersized swim trunks, and that oversized mustache.
It looked like a giant caterpillar underneath his nose, you know what I'm saying? It was a moth that was getting ready to turn into a butterfly or something.
Magnum's official job is head of security on the estate of a wealthy but never-seen mystery writer named Robin Masters. Perks include the keys to the Ferrari.
Magnum P.I. was basically living every man's fantasy. You know, here he is in Hawaii, first of all. He only drives Ferraris. He lives on this palatial estate. He never sees the owner. And he solves crimes, and he looks great while doing it. What's not appealing about that life?
Of course, Magnum does have to deal with the ultra-uptight manservant Higgins and a pair of menacing attack dogs named Zeus and Apollo.
Don't look at the dogs, work the lock. Work the lock, work the lock. Don't look at the dogs. You looked at the dogs.
There was an aspect in which, you know, Magnum was not asking you to take him too seriously. That was just fine.
What I like about Magnum, the Magnum series, is the group of friends. It's the camaraderie. It's not the crime and solving the crime, but the way those 4 guys all work together, especially Higgins with his kind of constant disapproval of Magnum and his friends, and yet he will always come through in the end.
But behind the bright sun and light-hearted banter, there were also dark moments.
I'd gone months without remembering Nam until this morning.
The show's creator, Don Belisario, makes Magnum and his friends Vietnam veterans who are still haunted by their combat experience.
Don was the first guy who took an unpopular war like Vietnam and made his hero a veteran of that conflict.
And, in a nod to the hard-boiled heroes who've come before, Magnum can be tough and vindictive.
Ivan?
Yes?
Did you see the sunrise this morning?
There was an episode where Thomas Magnum killed a guy in cold blood. Can you imagine in the 80s, one of the most likable guys on television, both the character, Tom Magnum, and the real person, the actor, Tom Selleck, pulling a gun and giving vengeance and payback?
It's a show with the sleuth that stands at the top of our list.
Magnum P.I. really was a hero and a great guy, great character.
What a great idea. I mean, what a terrific concept.
You look at every piece of that show, everything they were doing, the humor, the pathos, the storytelling, every aspect of it, including that Ferrari. You know, that makes the show #1. It should be #1. That's my vote for #1. Hands down, no holds barred.
And so we end with Magnum P.I.